laughing your ass off at my team.
There's also...
Shut up. He's a lock. He's in your team. He's a lock.
Yeah.
He's a lock. What?
You don't even have the box. Did you not learn your lesson last year? You also got Fire saying that he's going to become a full-time midfielder. Nice hair, by the way. And
I think it's
only
weird.
3 games. Now, we said that last year. You know why? He's a year younger. He's a year older. He broke down last year. After having a game. They're always huge.
They're always huge. Have you seen him though?
Say it like that. You got Reed at F2. My Reed is at F5. There is a stark difference in our forward line. A huge difference in our forward line. My forward line will smash your forward line spacing.
So you're...
Welcome back to SuperCoach Masters. Thank you for joining me and Zeeves. I'm George, and that's it.
Hey everybody, I'm Zeeves, and that's George.
Now I remember distinctly you saying we need to bag the shit out of each other in our teams, and I can't wait. Where do you want to start? Actually, wait. Just subscribe, please.
Subscribe to all this stuff. We want to keep this short and sweet because it's been a long day.
Short and Jordan sweet.
All right, Jules, here we go. We're going to go starting for Matty's team reveal, and it's going to be... Oh, nice.
No, we love you.
I think we should start from where we always start from, which is the forward line going into the mid, to the back, and you know what I mean. Mid, forward, mid, ruck, mid, defence. What do you think?
I wasn't listening.
Champ, you are so fucking hard in that beard.
I'm really proud of myself. I was going to just punch you right in the face then, but I didn't.
Champ, I'm going to reveal my forward line, and there's someone special that you might like.
Oh, is it forward line time?
And his name is Zach Fisher. He's in the forward line, George. Let me have it. Go on. What do you have to say?
Now, when do you think that listening to me earlier might help you?
Champ, I wanted to bag you, and clearly I couldn't for too long because Zach Fisher is on fire right now. So, is that your forward line?
No, it's not. Mine's better.
So Zeeves has got, all right, so I've given you an opportunity of a window to bag me that I've got Fisher on my team. Are you doing that or not?
What the fuck's wrong with you? You bag me about him so much and then you put him right at F1.
So rude. Champ, did you see what he scored last week and just yesterday? Look, you scared me.
Yeah, well, look, I told you that he was going to be F1.
He did.
I posted about it. I was bagged, took it like a man. Now he's in your team.
Yeah. And he's rightfully so with his display for the last 2 weeks. Well, last week he got...
What about he's going to break down?
He got 20 touches and a half last week. And he clearly got... Wow, he's already on like... The three-quarter time he had 27 touches. So I'm thinking he's going to get 35 touches every week.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
St Kilda does leak a lot of points to defenders. Are you worried at all that just against St Kilda and that's why it's in so much?
Did you see what he did?
Of course I saw it.
So, are you worried?
Oh, of course I'm not. But someone like you who's a Fisher doubter might be.
He's a lock. He will make me 150,000 in the first 2 weeks. So, Jules, then we've the first 2 weeks and he hasn't even gone up in price yet.
Okay, so obviously you're saving your money, so I'm expecting some heavy hitters elsewhere.
Oh, champ.
You like Bailey Lauridia?
I like him. I like his role. I like his game time. He got 17 touches on the practice game, 22 touches the week before. The price is right. I like him.
Have you considered Billings?
I took him out to get Fisher in. I'm just being honestly honest, but Fisher is a hefty price. I still don't like that awkward price, but I think he's convinced me, and I think the SuperCoach world, Jordy, your secret is revealed. Everyone's going to get him in.
I just wanted to be a bit quiet.
I just want to say this right now. Right now, before this, but just after this game, like right after it finished, Zach Fisher was in 10% of teams.
Really? He went up that much already?
So he's 10%.
He was 7.
He's 10% right now. Right now.
Now, do you think he's going to be a premium that you keep to the end?
He will be D2 right next to Dacos.
Yeah, I'm keeping him in the forward line.
Yeah, I think you have to because there's no one else better. You won't push Fisher down.
Now, Matt, there's nothing else I really want to say about your forward line. I understand Jordan. I like 5. Reed is fine. Windsor on the field, maybe.
Look, it's Lorazzo or Windsor. I'm going to see what Windsor does. Like, I didn't like Lorazzo's game too much, but Simpkin going down, I think that the sub risk is, I don't know, like it's either a Windsor or Lorazzo, but right now I want to put Windsor in there so I can watch him round 0 and see what he does, and if he does anything below a 60, then he'll go straight to Lorazzo.
Okay.
Darcy Wilson, nothing left to be said there. He finally came into my team.
Jesus.
And that's my forward line, champ. You notice there's no Flanders. You didn't say anything about Flanders.
Champ, all those players in there are viable selections, so there's nothing I can say, and you can't really, it's hard to fit Flanders and Fisher, and if you have to choose one, it's obviously Fisher, so.
Obviously, because he doesn't have a bye, and he's getting 35 touches every game. George's Ruck combo hasn't changed, as you can see, it's changed one main person. It's, what's his name? Finbar
Mailey.
To Livingston. Now, Livingston.
Now, Matty, I'm guessing you want Livingston in there to be a loophole sometimes. In the game he played, he got -4. So
exactly
if you captain him, you get -8, not a loophole.
Exactly. But he's not going to get a game.
He could because Flynn's out for 10 weeks.
Champ, if he gets a game, why spend money on Naismith?
I just told you why, because he's getting -4s.
That's a practice game.
Oh, so he's going to do better in the real stuff when people are trying? No, he won't. It's ridiculous. All right, but obviously you don't care about Grundy's shit score. You think he's a superstar, 125 average, and you're going to take it all the way to the bank.
All the way to...
And that is not going to change at all.
No.
That's like, I can't even convince you of a Naismith.
Look, to be honest, I've got $23,000 spare in the bank. I can go for Naismith, but I choose not to.
Yeah, well, you said he's trash, so...
He's trash, I'm not getting him.
The only thing worse than trash is someone...
I'm happier with the dollar, champ. Now, this is the controversial, champ.
This is the first time I'm looking at it.
This is my midfield.
I just need to take it in.
Take it in, champ.
Oh, boy. Wow. Okay, well, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Oh, really? I hate it.
I mean...
So we've got the Bond as captain. He's not going anywhere. Steele never went anywhere. Nick Martin and Crouch never went anywhere. The two inclusions from my last team reveal really.
Oh, man.
Ollie Wines and Bonner. Now, you can't deny Bonner. Bonner, it's 2 awesome practice games in a row. He'll be DPP in no time. Champ, what do you think of Bonner and Ollie Wines, please?
You know what?
Because I'm kind of feeling, that Bont's all right. That Steele's all right. And I think...
I don't like Steele. I'm not a big fan of Steele. I think he's not going to be a top 10 midfielder.
He's not a keeper, but he's there.
I like Nick Martin better. I like Crouch better. Wines, to an extent, he's, 40, 70k cheaper than Steele, so I like him. Riley Bonner's a weird one. He's almost 300k, and he's absolutely killed 2 practice games. It's just based on form, because if I say Riley Bonner, it makes you think of shit on toast.
The risk is worth it, though. New role, backline. What I'm worried about is when Sinclair...
I wish I could laugh more about Bonner, but I know where it's coming from.
Would you be worried for me if Sinclair comes back and Bonner loses his role? Was that something...
I think Sinclair might even play a bit more mid, and then Wanganeen... I don't know.
What he's saying is Bonner's a lock?
He's not a lock, absolutely not.
So Ollie Wines, you don't like Ollie Wines?
I don't mind him. I mean, I can see why. I got pretty much a very similar kind of bench to you, except I got Sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, because you got one premium in there, when you think about it.
I know.
One premium in the midfield.
One uber premium.
You call them whatever you want, champ. You got one premium.
Call them whatever you want. Okay, but just because they can potentially be 105 to 110 averages.
Where's your Darcy Parish?
Couldn't fit him in. There's too many. Bonner took his spot, and I had to upgrade the back line.
How about this? I'm going to tell you some stuff. Bonner and Steele... or Sam Berry and Parrish?
I think Bonner and Steele for me.
You reckon?
Yeah, because they're the best. So Steele's the best midfielder in St Kilda, and Bonner is thriving to be the best backman in St Kilda too, champ. But Sam Berry could easily be dumped.
God, I wish I could laugh, but I understand it.
I got the ball. So McCurch didn't have the best game. Maybe he shouldn't be on the field, but $200,000 on the bench. What do you think?
Yeah, I think McCurch is due for some good games. I mean, in that North backline, I think.
Like you said, St Kilda do let off points in the backline. McCurch barely got a sniff. He did
but
okay.
he's with Fisher, and Fisher is hungry.
Fisher is hungry, but he likes long kicks. That Fisher doesn't know when to quit.
He does know when to quit, and that's never.
So,
we talk a lot of shit. Can we talk about your backline? Are we gonna start your backline?
Let's go.
All right, Matty, Jaden Short's the only thing that's popping out here.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's... Wow, 5 premiums in the back. That's pretty good.
So it's always been like that, though. It's why Sicily had to go. Dacos came in for Sicily. I did have Sinclair, but Sinclair got injured last team reveal. So out go Sicily for Dacos, out goes Sinclair for Short. I like the way Short's been raving on it for the last few videos. The way Uze's playing him, he's exactly where we want him. Exactly where Supercoach players would want Short, kicking out, 9 kickouts, not playing mid, not playing forward. Playing backline, Gibcus and Reed and Caulfield have been saying it all year. I don't think they've got the potential to be on the field, but the good thing is, for at least the first 5 out of the 7 rounds, we only have to play one of them on the field because of the buys. And by that time, I've got the options of throwing Martin in the back, Bonner in the back, Fisher in the back, Sexton in the back, to not play Gibcus, Reed, or whatever. So at least one of those players are going to go, because I want 6 premiums as quick as I can in the back line, considering I don't want to play the rookies. I'd rather play the Roberts, the Clarks, or Darcy Wilsons and Laurie's before I want to play Gibcus's, Caulfields and Zach Reeds.
I understand where you're coming from, absolutely.
So I just need...
There's a lot of premiums. Then you got like, what, Martin to come into there. And then Bonner to come into there. Yeah. Fisher if you want to. Just
to be sure that I'm not playing those Gibcus's, Caulfields and Reeds, because I think they are the biggest weakness in my team, which are the backline rookies. The midfield rookies, I have faith in. Roberts is playing, even he can jump in the back line if I want him to. Eventually.
I think he just need to get through to round 7, and then you have all these DPPs coming in.
And that's the plan. So, and because from round what? I think round 1 we play a full 22. Yep. I think round 3 or 4 we play a full 22, but all the others, or round, I don't know which one it is, maybe round 5.
2 and 3, I think that's the Carlton, then it's the Sydney.
Yeah, and then on the 4?
GWS.
Yeah, round 5 I think is a full game, and then round 6 is...
Plenty of time for 5 to break down.
Plenty of time for 5 to break down, and plenty of time for all of these...
Who is the most...
unlikable player?
No, the most player in your team that you couldn't fit in that you wanted the most?
Parish,
that's it? That's
premiums. So premiums in the mid. Premium in the mids.
Now you've gone mid-price madness crazy. Now you said you wouldn't do this again.
This isn't mid-price. This is.
Well, Martin's kind of mid-price. Bonner's mid-price. Wine's a mid-price. Crouchy's a mid-pricer.
But they're all proven.
Fisher's a mid-pricer. Fife's a mid-pricer. James Jordan's a mid-pricer.
Champ, mid-price madness. I like it, champ. Well, if I'm counting...
They're not mid-prices.
All right, so...
They're priced moderately.
So, okay, well, look, would you call Young and Short mid-prices or premiums?
Not in their line.
In their line, what?
In their line, I wouldn't, because defense, that's like the average scorer of the top is a lot less than the average scorer of the midfield. So 500,000 in the mid isn't mid-priced for me, but 500 in the defense isn't.
All right, well, yeah, I just think that Crouch, Martin, Wines and Bonner are going to increase I think for saying Wines, Martin and Crouch, I think they'll increase their starting price by at least 15 plus average. Do you agree? Yeah.
I do.
Bonner, who knows? Like, it's a risk.
You could get a 30, you could get 130.
That's a risk I'm willing to take with Bonner.
Now, who do you hate the most that's in your team? Like, not hate, who do you dislike the most? I'm not sure about the most. Short.
Because there's no one else.
Luke Ryan.
Houston. I don't have the cash.
You got 20k in the bank.
That's not going to get me a Luke Ryan or a Houston.
Should.
Houston is 596.
Oh, Luke Ryan?
Luke Ryan is more expensive.
We'll do something. We can work something out.
I'm sure we can take out...
Bailey Laurie.
No, Bailey Laurie's 120,000. He's fine. I like him. He's a good pick.
It's not too bad. It's not a bad team. Don't mind it.
So what are you going to give shit about? Just Fisher that are bagging him?
Bonner's pretty funny.
Bonner's not funny.
Riley Bonner is pretty fucking funny. You even said last time...
28 touches last week. Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, but it's funny.
Wait, if you find getting 100...
Well, Matty, I said to you last week, when he got 28 last week, I said it, and you're like, oh, I'd rather, punch my ball bag.
No, that's what someone said.
And then you agreed with it.
No, I laughed because it was
And you agreed.
No, I didn't laugh.
Oh, because you're saying that you Riley Bonner was a good pick last week.
Fucking know if he was. He got 28. He got
last week, 28. Okay, you think, okay, what's off the fluke? He's done it again. Yeah, okay, cool. But before then...
He's getting 100k in his first price rise, champ, if these were real games.
If they were, yeah, but they're not.
And but he's got the potential to be. Champ, we're picking Zach Fisher because of his
We're
preseason game.
picking Zach Fisher because he's a star. I told you that before his preseason
Riley Bonner
games.
in the backline for St Kilda.
If I said preseason, you didn't say Riley Bonner play one game, you would be like, who does he play for? Why did Port Adelaide drop him?
Are you going to get him?
No.
That's funny. Champ, it's a risk I'm willing to take. Riley Bonner, fuck, he's a superstar.
Let me laugh at something.
He's a superstar. Like, he's like got over 130. Like, we going to laugh at him?
Yes.
He's got 130.
Champ, it's not a practice game against North Melbourne anymore. It's a, who do they have for one? It's a practice game. It's a real game in the clenches versus...
Champ, I think we're done with my team, and if that's all you want to say, Champ, anyway, wrap it up.
All right, well, let Matty know what you think to get you along. And everyone let Matty know what you think about his team, what you like, what you didn't like.
I don't need to fucking know your opinion. No, I'm joking, guys.
Give him your opinion.
I know what I'm doing.
He needs something.
All right, so like what? What do you want to change?
Steel.
Not touch the steel. No change.
Steel and wines to a berry and an Uber Primo.
I don't want
Make it happen.
All
right, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you like Matty's team, please subscribe. If you don't like Matty's team, ple've subscribe. And also,
his team. Let's go.
And also, he's look at this Kicks on Hall of Fame just because.
Have a look. Done this one. Let's go.
Have a look at it, guys.
Let's go. All right, Joyce, here we are. Coming up next.